Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone. Okay. I can't be heard. That's awesome. So, this is HR Hidden Ranger streaming with another installment, episode 17 of Marvel's Spider-Man, and this is actually is episode 17 because I went back into my YouTube channel and I added a bunch of these videos to my Spider-Man playlist on my channel, and I found out that I'd actually misnumbered a few videos, so I'm actually a lot further along than I thought. I'm episode 17 rather than episode 15, so that's cool. As you can see, at 76% of the game at level 42 on friendly difficulty level. And last time it got pretty hectic. Miles Morales got up to no good, or well, he got up to lots of good. He just, got into some shady business in the process because he ran afoul both Sable Security and also the Rhino, and that was pretty tense, and I got stomped a lot. And yeah, now I think last episode Spider-Man encountered the Scorpion and had a poison drug trip because of it, that kind of thing. But oh look, we got another visitor in the chat. It's up to 2. Awesome. Okay, so continuing on, because I want to see where this goes. And I've currently equipped the sweet ass velocity suit. Ooh, 3 people watching now. That's cool. Hi guys. Hey Coley. Ooh, 4 now. Sweet.
Time to take Rhino down.
You guys want to hang out and chat in my chat? Oh, I'm fine, Coley. I can see my house from here.
Reports that a city bus was just taken hostage. Nearest officer, please proceed.
Because some people are spreading scurrilous rumors about me.
No, not the scurvy.
I want to address the matter of the Scorpion right now. Yes, I paid for the procedure that empowered him. We desperately needed someone to bring down Spider-Man. It's not my fault the treatments drove him crazy. It's that ivory tower elite scientist who was so hungry for my money he didn't take proper precaution. No one believes in personal responsibility more than J. Jonah Jameson. But in this, I can categorically say...
It's all Spider-Man's fault.
I am blameless.
Never change, Jonah, never change, except for the part where you really frickin' need to change. Okay, so what do we got? Something like a...
done for you? Left you to rot, to scream, to live in fear and pain. Osborn lords above you, free from responsibility and consequences. Give Osborn to us. We promise that you will be rewarded. Osborn does not deserve your mercy or your pity. Osborn is a cancer, and cancers must be cut out. We do not wish to harm these people. We are an order of peace. Tranquility and balance are our goals, not bloodshed. When threatened, even the peaceful must defend themselves. Norman Osborn threatens us. He threatens us all. Osborn's deceit and immorality cannot be forgiven. Deliver Osborn to us, and we will have no quarrel with you. Deny us, and we will with Osborn as threats to peace.
That was cool. I impact ribbon across the street. That was fantastic. Eat that trash can.
Demons are getting more and more brutal. I can't believe Martin Lee is really behind all this.
That is so funny. Yeah, I agree, Coley. Jameson was, yeah.
Naval teams, this is Control. What's our status in Morningside Heights? Observation post established. No sign of priority target.
Darren DePaul is as great as J. Jonah Jameson in this.
Someone your own size, Rhino.
There is no one my size, Poke.
Or maybe we could just talk it out. Rhino, what's with the team up? Thought you were a loner.
Means an end. All of life is means an end.
Right in the tank. Ooh, I should stop punching.
So what's the end for these particular means?
Freedom. True. No more suit. No more Rhino.
I always liked this suit. So distinctive.
Be thankful, folk. Without suit, I make less trouble for you.
What about our stimulating battleside chat?
You are funny, Molly. I am almost sorry to destroy your tiny face.
Crap. I was waiting for him to turn around.
You are not funny!
Okay, Rhino. Let's wrap this up.
Never send an 8-ton infant to do a man's job. Let's finish this.
Oh, Scorps, love you, but you do know it's rude to cut in, right?
Oh,
What
crap.
were you gonna do if I didn't show up? Beg him to give up?
Yes, Captain, that is exactly what I would have done.
Ah, like an old married couple, you two.
In the... Ooh! Crapola. Alright. Weirdly, I'm having a hard time finding it.
So you guys in Octavius, huh? You have a name yet? The Scary Six? The Dirty Half Dozen?
How about we murdered Spider-Man and used his corpse for a blanket instead?
Target, please! You embarrass yourself! Move it, Target!
Watch where you're going, you idiot!
Watch where you stand! Watch where you're going, you idiot! Watch where you stand!
Where'd it go?
Get him, you idiot! Get him! Calm down and help, Rock!
Guys, please! There's plenty of me to go around.
Target! What are you doing? Playing patty cake, you idiot! Help me!
Rhino's getting...
Just as a goddamn... I will squash bug myself!
Not abandoning mission, but I will use this to pause. Wonder who came up with Jameson having a podcast first, Chip Zdarsky or the game designers? Probably game designers. Yeah, this game's been in development for about 5 years. I believe I heard 4 or 5 years, something like that. So, could be. And also, Jameson is a perfect way to parody, internet talking heads and conservative blowhards and, the Alex Jones and Rush Limbaughs and all that. So, honestly, if he didn't have a podcast, he'd have a YouTube channel, and I guess, podcast is a great way to have him in the game as an audio sort of presence, kind of the way Batman Arkham Asylum made use of the Joker as an audio presence by having him do frequent PA system announcements. Alright, where is he now?
We could just stop now, I won't tell anybody.
What am I doing?
Uncrushed? There is fun in that! Come here, Ouch! I will teach you to throw real punch!
My jaw's already absorbed that particular lesson. Thanks.
We're here.
Didn't I hear you took a poetry class in the raft? Like a therapy thing?
Now, here is latest. Along came Spider. I sat down beside him, and crushed his tiny body to bits.
Delightful.
Alright. Where's Scorpion?
Freedom. How can this be bad thing?
Oh, freedom I can dig. Endangering all of New York to get freedom? Not so much.
Oh, crap. Oh.
Rhino's stunned. Time for Fists of Fury.
Do you know what Octavius will do if he finds out you failed?
I failed?
Yes, you freak show!
A little forced together time might help you boys learn to play nice.
Yeah, I did like Spectacular Spider-Man's version of Rhino,
All right,
voiced
Yuri,
by
let's go
Clancy
down.
Brown.
Just Octavius and Lee left.
Something tells me they won't be as easy. They're only half our problem, though. Devil's Breath cases are getting worse, and Oscorp is being coy about an anti-serum. I'm worried they're seeing dollar signs in a seller's market.
I'd expect nothing less from our beloved mayor. Leave Devil's Breath to me. One of my best people is on it.
Pete, hey. I've been through the city, state, and federal databases. If this Devil's Breath lab does exist, it's off the books. The only other place I can think to look is in Norman's personal files.
Oh boy, I'm gonna avoid that
I've
base.
already been through his office computer. Are you thinking his penthouse? That building's full of sables, man. If they spot me, other residents could get hurt in a firefight.
I know, but I might be able to get in undetected.
Oh
I
no.
can sneak in, find the lab's location, and get out. If anything goes wrong, I'll call you for backup.
Okay. It's risky, but we need that location. Wait for me to get nearby, then make your move.
I'll be ready.
This is me not giving a single fuck about snipers at this point. Oscorp, real life companies come closer to being like us every day. Yeah, by the way, about that, you know the corporate dominated, utterly ethicless future depicted in Marvel 2099? Yeah, I feel like in real life we're seeing the origin story of that.
Which someone ends up making money rebuilding? Am I suggesting a conspiracy? You're damn right. Now, if you've seen the man testify in court, you know the Rhino is too stupid to plan anything himself. So
Oh, what
who's
is
the
this?
mastermind? Well, who else is always there? Supposedly fighting Rhino. Actually leading him around like a red cape does a bull. Say it with me. Spider-Man.
This is I've seen this this side mission on YouTube. It involves bird watching and beating people up. It's great. I'm gonna save this for later because
All
it's.
units, reports of snipers targeting officers.
But I am going
Location is
to.
Museum Mile. Over.
Dad and I constantly joke about we're the prequel to a Captain Planet reboot. Yeah, like, especially in recent years, pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, and I'm gonna basically stop from going too far with that, but. Suppose I should get closer, because yeah, that camera made us look really far away.
This is Sable Control, requesting status update from Museum Mile.
There we go. Well, she just backed up to face me, but we'll work with this. So does Spidey punch birds in the side quest? No. Not quite, although by the end of it, it may cross his mind. Ooh, that's actually a nice view of Central Park. And, you know, the detention center in it. And the smoking, burning buildings. And there's really not a lot great to photograph. That's unfortunate. This is a good shot, though. We'll try that. Hide Yui. Actually, hold on. Osborn has to be a take on Dark Avengers, Trump, shady businessman. Well, I mean, back when Norman Osborn was created, like, Trump was not a person. It was more like the kind of type of shady businessman. And it was actually a while, like, how do I put it? Like, Norman Osborn actually made quite a few appearances in the early Steve Ditko comics before he even had a name. He was first referenced by name in one of the last issues of Steve Ditko's run, and he was this was long after Green Goblin showed up, but like in that story there was no apparent connection between him and Green Goblin, or at least none that he would admit to. But he was basically like it wasn't even like clear that he had anything shady going on, but he kind of but you know, like you could kind of infer it. But yeah, there were shady businessmen all over the place. Like this was like the '60s Mad Men sort of era. Anyway, so filter type. Hmm, that kind of looks good with no and black and white. Vintage. Spider chrome. Sepia I didn't think it was possible, but sepia actually makes this look even more depressing than it already is. Yes, yes, Spectacular Spider-Man's version of Norman Osborn was amazing. Huh. Mars has a nice autumn sunset sort of feel. I also kind of like the way the pop art brings out the greens in this. High action just casts Spidey in shadow. Ooh, I like French film. That seems to fit. Filmic color, not too bad. Little grayed out. Fashion is so watched out. It's so washed out. It's like this was printed on parchment. CP has a tendency to make things more depressing. Cross process, that brings out the blues. And ironically, cold blues brings out the greens. Wow. Oh, two strip brings out the reds. That's neat. You know, I think I finally found a subjective photograph that actually, in which like quite a few of these filters, you know, actually enhance rather than being like, why is this a choice? Yeah, despite being mayor, he's still in charge of. Yeah. Keep in mind, this game was in development, and that Osborn part of the story was no doubt in development well before a certain president. So I'm gonna go back to for. But like the it's certainly the type of it's certainly that type of businessman who not only has lots of business and economic power, but just gains more and more political power. Okay, I'll go with that. No, it doesn't look too bad. Actually makes it seem like a colorful scene. Could be them directly taking inspiration for real life during the making of the game. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's no telling how far along in the process they decided that Norman Osborn would appear in the game the way he did. One moment, saving the screenshot. Articles by people who haven't even played the game. All right, I'm gonna go to the main mission and storm the castle. Again, this is me not giving a single fuck about being shot at. So, articles by people who haven't played the game, what's going on there?
Okay, MJ. I'm a couple blocks away. Let me know if you get into trouble.
Thanks, Pete. Wish me luck. Okay. Norman's penthouse is on the top floor, but the elevator's on lockdown. Need to get into the security room to unlock it.
This is her, Lois Lane, April O'Neilling it up, as usual.
Maybe. I've seen Osborn survive worse. He is a cockroach. An arrogant cockroach.
Yeah, that elevator goes straight to his penthouse. Pretty sure he's up there right now.
Anybody else notice that
There's the
MJ...
security room. But that guard will see me if I go in. Residents are pretty upset. Maybe I can rile them up to create a distraction.
Anybody else notice that MJ is the most colorfully dressed person here? Like even that guy in the maroon hoodie.
Why isn't Osborn down here? This sort of thing never happens to him.
The mayor and his friends are exempt. Security let one of his biggest donors back upstairs right away.
I knew it. It's all one big boys club. Come on.
It's also a Big Birds club.
Get out right now.
Every second we stay down here, we risk catching that plague. Definitely stay away from the receptionist. Been coughing up a storm.
What? They have to let us back upstairs.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
You can't treat us like animals. If I get sick, I'll sue you into the ground. Let us upstairs before we all catch the disease.
How are you planning on suing Oscorp into the ground?
Left my stupid inhaler upstairs.
I heard they'll let you up if you claim special circumstances. A health emergency might do it.
Really? Come on, let's go talk to security.
Oh, yeah!
Jerry, get out here. We got a situation.
Oh, man. I can't breathe. Let me back upstairs.
Security room's open. Just need to get to the door without being seen.
Everyone, please stay calm. Sable International has nearly finished their sweep.
That's what you said an hour ago.
I know this is frustrating, but please remember, Sable is doing this for your safety.
More like Osborn's safety.
Please, everyone, please, remain calm.
Oh yeah, that article on Kotaku and Deadspin saying how pro cop Spider-Man is. Yeah, that's pretty funny considering what I've had Spider-Man doing for the past several episodes, which is beat the crap out of fascist Sable agents.
Hello. I know a few Sable agents who would love to meet you.
See, speaking of that.
Multi-million-dollar building with network speeds from 1995. Ridiculous.
I like this thing.
Don't tase me, bro, man.
Gotta turn him around.
Copy that, Control. 5 by 5. Control, I heard something. Running a sweep.
Good boy.
Yeah, that doesn't get him to turn around enough.
Running a sweep. We'll report status.
sure Sable offers workman's comp. Elevator controls in the security room, next to the Sable agent. Mary Jane Watson? Super spy. Time to unlock that elevator.
Also, I should point out that,
Only way to unlock the elevator is by setting off a fire alarm. Here goes nothing.
I just had to pause this so I could say this. It's also worth noting that, that Spider-Man's arrangement with the police is basically only an arrangement with Captain Yuri. So, like, you know, Yuri Watanabe, and it's explicitly stated in the game that she'd lose her job if it was found out how closely she and Spider-Man are working together. So, like, this isn't, and like, Spider-Man is explicitly said in the game not to have a great relationship with the cops. You know, at most it's one of like, okay, well, you know, I'll help out, and well, thank you, Spider-Man, for helping out, but you know, I'd rather you not be here. Yeah, it's so yeah, I don't think this game has a very strong pro cop message. It's like, at most it's a partnership of convenience and something so that Spider-Man has somebody to give him missions, and basically a Commissioner Gordon thing, and you know, at most it leads to, you know, the Spider Cop running gag. Yeah, I could work on your spelling there, Coley. Anyway, alert, alert, and now she's. Oh, there's she and Osborn.
That did it. Norman's clearing out, and the elevator's unlocked. Time to head upstairs.
Run, 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 run. Yeah.
Penthouse elevator. This is it.
Honestly, I think it's fine to like have an agenda when you're writing a think piece, but
Find the alarm technician. Fire him.
But yeah, it seems like that entire thing was
Stupid useless button.
Oh shit. Wow, that elevator's taking a elevator was taking a long time to close. But yeah, it seems like all they had to go on was just the demo version of it, the early stuff that they released that was just, you know, this happy relationship between Spider-Man and the cops. But yeah.
Norman's guards have all cleared out. If he's hiding something up here, I'm gonna find it.
Warning. Fire doors engaged. Automated self-diagnostic commencing. Please remain calm.
Oh, here we go.
Scientific journals debating the Spider-Man problem. So weird there's a whole cottage industry focused on explaining Pete's powers. Weirder still that Norman is such an active part of it.
MJ, Sable presence downstairs just ballooned. I think Norman's being moved. Worried they might spot me.
I might have had something to do with that. Keep your distance. I should be okay for now.
Announcer, she was not okay.
What is this thing?
Examine.
Schematics for a prototype combat mask. Looks like it can reveal structural weaknesses.
Like, I get that this is supposed to be like I'm guessing a prototype for the Green Goblin mask, but it also looks like it's kind of a prototype for Ant-Man and/or Ultron.
This mask is incredible. Is it showing a door hidden in that wall? Wonder where it leads.
Oh good, she was able to get the mask on. That would be kind of awkward if she'd put the mask on and then it just got stuck on her head for the rest of the game.
Norman bids his the fabulous Osborn boys. Secret keypad behind the family portrait. Norman must like spy movies. I need to find the code for that keypad.
Okay, so we looked at all that.
Blueprint for the apartment. Tons of empty space right behind the wall with a family portrait. Who leaves space unused in a Manhattan apartment?
The worst kind of people. Alright. So I looked at that. Oh, there's another.
Work order for a keypad lock. Looks like he used Harry's last day as the code. That must be the day Harry left for Europe.
And of course, it's out here in the open.
Norman could be back any minute. Need to find that keypad code. Harry's last day. I know he left last summer, but was it Norman locked up Harry's room? Wants it untouched for when Harry returns from Europe. But where did he put the key?
Hey, Dad. On my way to Dr. Michael's for one last shot before the big trip. Hey, if you're gonna meet me there, could you grab my journal from my room? I just wanted to record some thoughts on the big Bon Voyage day. Anyway. Listen, I know I don't say this enough, but thank you, Dad. You know, for doing this. I love you.
Wow. Haven't heard Harry's voice in so long. He sounds so tired. Let's hope that journal is still here. Gotta check his room.
There's also that.
God. Pete and I loved coming over here to watch movies when we were kids. A different world from Queens. Funny how Harry always wanted the opposite. Nothing made him happier than watching cartoons on the little TV in May's kitchen.
Aw, it's adorable.
Harry's room. But it's locked. I wonder where Norman keeps the key.
Investigation. Okay, yeah.
I used to be so jealous of Harry's family. They were so happy. At least compared to me and my dad. But when Emily got sick, everything changed.
So Peter's 23, that means his Spidey must have grown up on the anime boom of the late 90s, huh? Yeah, I guess so. His, let's see. So, that means he's what, born in 95? 95, 2005, 2000, yeah, he was born in 95, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I just have to run to the place. Don't worry.
Norman and Otto. Wow. They look like they used to be so close. What could have ruined a friendship like this?
Oh my God, Otto Octavius had hair and a beard. That is not a look I'd ever thought I'd see associated with Dr. Octopus. That's kind of amazing.
Harry's mom, Emily. We used to make fun of him for calling her the prettiest mom at Midtown, but he might have been right. Feels like there's something attached to the back of the frame.
Peter was probably into Digimon.
Score. This must be the key for Harry's room.
Okay. Hollars, hollars, hollars. Can't wait to see MJ's face when she realizes that this entire loft is probably under heavy surveillance.
What? This can't be for Harry, can it?
This looks like half the beds that Aunt May's been seen in throughout her comics appearances. Digimon would have been too early, yeah, but that was like really late 90s, close to 2000, so he'd be like 4 or 5 around the point Digimon was still on the air.
Why didn't you tell us you were sick?
I wonder what a young Peter Parker would have thought of like Cowboy Bebop when it came on Toonami. Adult Swim happened when this Peter Parker was tiny.
Law books. Harry wants to be an environmental attorney, like his mom.
Well, this game is giving all kinds of characters like ambitions and careers that the comics seldom got around to giving them. Ooh, here's something.
Harry's journal. His last entry is marked July 18. That must be the code to that room.
Leaving for Europe today. Ha. Not sure how this is going to go. Dad said there's no risk, but that's Dad. Dr. Michaels thinks it's more like 50-50. So, okay, I might not make it. If that happens, I bet you'll be reading this, Dad. Who am I kidding? You're probably reading it anyway. Norman always has to know. So, if you are reading this, Dad, and if No Risk at All turns out to be another Osborn campaign promise, then do me a favor. Show this next part to Pete and MJ. Just them. Please. Thanks, Dad. Love you. To Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. Guys, I'm sorry. Really sorry. If you're reading this, man, this is tough. Even an imagined hypothetical letter to you, it's hard to be honest. Here goes. I'm sick. Like, really sick. Doctors think it's the same thing Mom had. Neurodegeneration, rapid onset. I've known for a while, but thought I could manage it. I didn't tell you because I didn't tell you. I was worried how you'd react. And I couldn't stand to see you go through what I did with Mom, watching her suffer, knowing I couldn't help. Watching her die was worse than the dying. Things got really bad recently. All those times I was wiped out from partying or just super busy. Not partying, not busy, sick. This Euro trip? Well, It's a cover. I'm going in for treatment. Experimental, long-term. Dad's been working on it forever. Promises it'll work. He hates the nickname the techs have for it. Devil's Breath. Says it makes something good seem scary. But maybe Devil's Breath is what I need. A little bit of bad to do a lot of good. Okay, Dad's here. Time to go. Devil's Breath, huh? That's an experimental treatment for a, what is this, neurological degeneration?
I am saying we should not rush off without a plan.
We? You are staying here. The antiserum's ready, and I'm going to supervise production.
You will be completely vulnerable without me.
I seem to be completely vulnerable with you. I'm going alone. End of discussion.
Keep Team 2 on standby. I'm getting some air.
Ah, Jetix, I remember it well.
Pete, Norman's cure is ready. He's headed to the lab it's at now. Can you follow?
Not without alerting him. Somebody spiked Sable's coffee today. Her men are set on double secret probation alert.
Okay, then stay ready. I've almost got the location.
Sweep complete. Sector clear.
Okay.
I see something. Checking it out. Sure could use some coffee. Better check it out.
Oh shit.
Got movement. Stand by. Cancel that, Control. Sector continuing sector sweep.
Oh, crap. Oh shit. Hey, can I tase him? Yes. Yes, I can. Now, if only I can do the Tenchu thing where I drag their bodies. Uh-oh. No, 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 no.
Better check it out.
Here we go.
What was that?
Oh, shit.
Nothing here. Resuming patrol.
Go in there.
Better check it out.
Please, 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 please. Shit.
We're all clear, Control. Sector clear.
Okay, they're all occupied.
Okay, July 18. Bingo.
Got a partial visual.
Shit.
Hands up.
Dang it.
What are you doing?
I was so close. Okay, and then there's one dude. Okay, one guy going over there.
have something, Control. Stand by. Running a sweep. We'll report status. Got movement. Stand by. Cancel that, Control. Sector clear.
Okay, July 18. Bingo.
These are the worst cops ever, and I thank them for it.
Super creepy. Gotta find the location of the Devil's Breath lab. Something in this room must be useful.
She looks around at all this and she says something around here must be useful.
What are these things? Prototype hand grenades?
Yep, mythology gag. We all know he's gonna spray paint them orange and maybe put faces on them. I was gonna have a Ghost Rider animated show from Greg Weisman. Oh, I remember. Wait, I thought the Ghost Rider animated show, like, that was in the 90s, right? I thought Tom Tataranimitz was doing that, the one who was responsible for the second seasons of Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and then the Incredible Hulk TV show. I thought Ghost Rider was one of the things he was developing. But regardless, yeah, Ghost Rider show would have been great.
Norman's got a real mad scientist thing going on.
You think? Honestly, I'm expecting to see, like, Abe Sapien swimming in a tank.
Norman Osborn, GR-27 research log. The whole project has gone to hell. GR-27 is a cure, not a disease. But try telling that to the evening news. Somehow, they've picked up the technician's morbid nickname, Devil's Breath, and are using it to stoke hysteria. They have no idea what it's really capable of. A cure for cancer, genetic disorders, birth defects. With just a little more research, I know we could perfect it. Instead, I'll spend the next 18 months on PR mop-up. What a waste of time.
Devil's Breath isn't a disease. It's an attempt at a cure? I almost can't believe it.
I mean, I guess Greg Weisman had a Ghost Rider show, and I didn't know about the Captain America show. Like, I saw, like, Wizard Magazine even published, like, production artwork of it, because it looked like it was, like, very close to being green lighted. Like there was a hot minute when it was like a sure thing, and then, like, the rug was pulled out from under it.
Spiders. Is Norman trying to reverse engineer Peter's abilities? The labels on these cages. Bioelectrokinesis, optical camouflage? What the hell is he trying to create?
Wait a minute. Oh, I know where they're going with this. Go ahead, MJ, stick your hand in there. Please, please, let this be your origin story. You can be Spider Redhead. Oh yeah, I already saw those. Yeah, there we go.
Wow. Norman wins the